In an attempt to simplify down what parameters can do and also how to think about them, I'm going to use an example of hanging pictures equally spaced on a wall. So we first want to think about what our parameters are, or basically what our simple dimensions are going to be. So to think about this challenge, our wall is a fixed parameter. All right, it's not going to change. We can't just change the wall size to accommodate our pictures. So in that case, we're just going to establish that earlier on, and we're going to call this wall width. And it's going to be 144 inches in this case. That doesn't really matter. I've just made it 12 feet wide, which is 144 inches. Then, our other fixed variable in this case is going to be our picture width. So how wide this picture is from left to right. That's important because we're going to need that to know how to space this properly. Then our other variable is going to be picture count. Now this one can change, and this is what we want to drive what is the unknown variable in this case, which is the space between the pictures. I want to create an expression that allows me to evenly space these pictures by automatically updating the spacing if I increase or decrease the amount of pictures on my wall. So if I change this 5. Let's first simplify this down. I want 5 pictures. So I'm just going to use a rectangular pattern. I'm going to pattern my component, choose my direction I want to pattern, and I want 5 of these across. I've created a parameter for this, so instead of just putting it in a quantity, I can type in picture count, which is 5. And if I go distance, right now it's set to 24 inches, which is really the picture width. So I have 5 pictures that are 24 inches wide. If I take 5 times 24, this is 120 inches. So then I take the overall wall size of 144 and subtract this 120 inches. This gives me 24 inches remaining. This remaining space, which ends up here and here, from how I have it modeled and patterned right now, gives me 24 inches remaining. But I need to evenly divide this up so it falls in between the pictures and then also on the ends. So for 5 pictures, I'll actually have 6 spaces. Initially, you might think you have 5 spaces for 5 pictures, but let's just think about this. If these are actually spaced apart, you'd have the spaces in between 1, 2, 3, 4, and then also the ones on the ends, 5 and 6. So it just so happens that you're always going to have one more space than you do picture count. So if I have a picture count of 10, I'm going to have 11 spaces. If I have a picture count of 20, I'm going to have 21 spaces. So for 5 pictures, I will have 6 spaces. So we're going to take the remaining space, which was 24 inches, and divide that by 6, which would give us 4 inches. So that means I know that this is going to be 4 inches from the corner of the wall. Then every consecutive space between my picture planes will also be 4 inches. So now let's turn this into an expression. Let's replace our previous word problem with these variables. I know that my picture width times the picture count is going to be subtracted from this wall width. I'm going to put all of this in parentheses, and this will essentially give me the remainder that I'm going to divide by the picture count plus 1, because I know that there's always going to be one extra space. So it's going to look like this. This gives us a parameter that we can now define for our space. So up in my parameter list, I've already done this, but I've titled space, and I know that it's going to be written just like so. Since I've already done the math manually, I can just look at my value and know that this is going to be correct for this example. However, let's check ourselves. I'm just going to change, let's say I only want 3 pictures. I'm going to change that to 3. Something is wrong. So what is wrong with this? Well, you have to think about, I've done a rectangular pattern and I've just randomly placed the first one. So in my rectangular pattern, I didn't dimension this properly. I also didn't account for the distance over here. So I need to create a parameter for this pattern. So this first picture let's take a look at how I've actually have this modeled. Right now, it is just a rectangle floating vertically in space, and I've dimensioned it space. So if you just want to add in a ambiguous number at the start, that's okay. Just make sure you come back in here and add the parameter that you establish. So as I update my number, this spacing is a parameter, so it will also be affected in update. However, let's take a look at how I have this component patterned. I just have a random distance right now. What I need to do is I can also affect this in my parameter list. So if you don't see this, you can just expand this model parameters. And what I'm looking for is a rectangular pattern. And right now it's set to a distance. What I could do is I could take the overall wall distance and subtract. So an easier way, instead of trying to do the overall distance, is I've already established the spacing, and instead of doing extent, what I can just do is change it from spacing, and I know the distance is going to be, just know it's going to be in the negative direction because it depends on the orientation my model is to my x, y, z plane. So I'm going to go a negative space, which I know is 4 inches, minus picture width. So really what I'm taking is 4 plus the 24 inches. But I need it to go in the right direction, so I need to just put a negative in front of each of those. And so really that's going 28 inches, and that will update with my parameters now. So when I come back in here and change my parameters to, let's go back to 5, let's see if it updates. Everything is hunky-dory. So let's go ahead and change it to something else. That is actually correct. So it's actually spacing it accordingly. It's just my wall is not big enough. So the next challenge is to actually create a parameter, a true parameter for my wall width. So that way my picture size will update with my wall width. So I would keep my wall parameter a fixed variable and change my picture width. So that way I know if I want a certain spacing between my pictures, my picture size would actually have to decrease. So you just want to consider what you can actually control and what should be your driving function behind this expression. Now let's try to change the picture width and see if everything else updates. So let's say I actually only have a 12-inch picture. All of my spacing updates automatically because it's accommodating the picture count and also the wall size. The same would be true if I increase the wall or the picture width. So obviously I couldn't fit this in there because if I take 5 times 36, that is greater than my overall wall size, which is 144. So I'd have overlap. Let's try changing that to 3. Now what's happening is my sketch is undefined. So if I come back to where I actually have this sketch positioned, my function was pushed outside of the sketch because I overdid it, and then it has no idea of where it should be referencing this line because it's not fixed with inside this rectangle. So to fix this, I could fully define my sketch so everything is black and I don't have any blue lines. But what I'm going to do, just for a simple solution for this case, is just delete my function and then pop it back in, and just know that I don't want to break my parameters or my model apart, so I'm not going to overdo it again. But I am going to fix my frame size